Hi guys, Sussex EDC here, and as you can see in front of us we have the CRKT Pilar. This is becoming a modern classic and a necessary knife for most collectors, and we're going to take a quick look at this today. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. I'm grateful for all of your support, and there'll be more videos like this to come. So, like I say, this is called the Pilar. This is actually named after Ernest Hemingway's boat that he kept in Cuba, and this is a Jesper Voxnaes design. He is a Danish designer, I believe, and he's designed other knives such as the Fox Baby Core, which I've shown. And also he has his own company now called Giant Mouse, in collaboration with a designer called Anso. And they design knives in a similar style with the, like the Giant Mouse, Nibbler, and the Riv. So it's, he has quite a distinctive style. That style is minimalist, as you can see, which is why I like it. It's very clean lines. There's not too much engraving into the scales, into the handles. Very clean lines overall. And we've got a nice swedge at the top there, and a nice utilitarian style blade. This is a modified sheep's foot or a Warncliffe, somewhere between the two, but it's a very, very utilitarian style. So you have that forward choil, so you can get your finger up when you're working. It means you can get the rest of your fingers onto the handle quite nicely, and you've got a lot of grip, a lot of stability when you're working with that forward choil. So that's a really nice option. You can get your finger up onto the tip, so you can do your pull cuts. If you need to dig in a bit more, you can get your finger there for a bit more stability as well. So as you can see, this opens via the thumb hole, which is easy enough to do one-handed, like so. You can also pinch and pull. It's also very easy to do that as well. The scales on this are steel, which adds a lot of weight. This is probably one of the heaviest knives in my collection, and you certainly do know when you've got this in your pocket. You know it's there. It's a heavy knife, but it's it's a lovely looking knife. It's very sleek design. As you can see, we have a frame lock, so I'll just show that where it opens up there, and it's the actual frame rather than a liner. I'm not a huge fan of these. I just don't like the aesthetic on the back scale there. But saying that, it is a very secure blade. I mean, that's not going anywhere. And when I'm using this on clocks or watches and other things like that, it is really secure. So, say what you will about a frame lock, it does the job really well. It's not a deep carry clip, as you may have seen there, which is a bit frustrating to me. I have tried to find some aftermarket clips without any luck so far, and this is actually screwed in a tip down position. So I've actually done a video about this. I think it was my 5th video about the safety aspect of tip up versus tip down. And I have tried swapping this over. You can see you can do that, but it just didn't look right, with that side up, with that narrow profile, with that much sticking out of the pocket. It didn't look right, so I've actually gone back to this position. But I would have preferred that to be tip up, definitely. So I don't often carry this due to the weight and also that being a frame lock. Heine Haynes has done a UK legal version of this in G10, and it's a slip joint version. I don't think they've got it on sale at the moment, but you never know in future. It may come out. At the time of this video, it's not on sale, but should they make one, I would definitely get that. So the steel on this is 8CR13 MOV. It's a good budget steel. It holds an edge well. It's relatively easy to sharpen. I don't know if we've got the details there. No, it just says the Voxnaes design. But that's a decent steel. And what we'll do, we'll take a look at some measurements. So what we have here is about 6.5, just under 6.5 centimeter blade, which is about 2.5 inches. It's about about 2.5 inches. Handle length, we're looking at about 8.9, probably about 9 centimeters. That's 3.5 inches. And then the total is about 15 centimeters, about 5.9 inches. So yeah, it's a small little knife, which is perfect, really. We'll look at the weight. So in ounces, that is 3.83. So that, as you can see, that's actually quite substantial for a knife of that size. They normally say about one ounce per inch, so that's more than that, and that's 108 grams. So yeah, it's a weighty knife. And then what we'll do, we'll take a look in the pocket. So 5th pocket, as we would expect, tucks away nicely. You know, you wouldn't really know that's there from looking outside. And then you'll see what I mean here with the pocket clip. You know, it peaks above the top there. I'm not a fan of that. You know, if you've been watching my channel till now, you'll know that I am a fan of a deep carry clip. And you know, there's that safety aspect like I've mentioned. So you know, if that's in the pocket and that blade should open, there is that risk of it stabbing into your leg. So I'm not a fan of that. But it's still good enough. The design sort of wins me over, really. So yeah, just in conclusions, really, this is a great minimalist design. It's become a modern classic. A lot of people have this in their collection. It's very heavy, like I say, for the size. It is a heavy knife, so that reduces some of the EDC aspects for me. I'm not a fan of that pocket clip design. I've mentioned that a couple of times in this video, but you know, it is a point for me. It is a point of consideration. But that blade shape really does appeal to me. You know, with a few minor tweaks to this knife, it would be really, really good. Like I say, if Heine Haynes brought this out as a slip joint again, I would definitely be buying that and carrying that, because it would one, be easier to carry in the UK, and you know, the pocket clip, I believe, is a spring clip, and it'll be lighter as well. So it's still a really good knife. It's worth considering for your collection. It is a classic for a really good reason, with a lovely little design. I hope you found that useful. Please like and subscribe, like I say. Share the video if you will. And I hope to see you back here soon. Thanks a lot, guys.